Good morning, and thank you for tuning in to your Wallops weather briefing. We have cloudiness that has made its way into the region this morning. We're going to continue to see cloudy skies throughout the day today, and even some wintry precipitation later on tonight as an area of low pressure develops out of the deep south and moves off the southeast coast. You can see here on the current surface analysis that precipitation associated with that area of low pressure already breaking out across the deep south, and it will continue to move off to the north and east as we go through the day today. We'll remain dry here at Wallops throughout the workday, with precipitation likely holding off until after around that 4 to 5 o'clock hour, and then we'll start to see some of the light precipitation beginning around that time. I want to take a look here at our satellite imagery, and lots of cloudiness streaming overhead currently, and we're going to continue to see that cloud stream from the southwest move over the region as we go throughout the day today. Plenty of clouds out there currently, and they will be increasing and seeing those ceilings lower a bit as we go throughout the morning and afternoon hours today. I want to take a look here at our upper level wind data from this morning's balloon released at freezing level at 1,500 feet, and our winds at the out of the northeast at the lower levels of the atmosphere. You can see 20 knots of wind out of the northeast at the 1,000-foot level. Then seeing that wind out of the north at 3,000 feet becoming westerly in direction as we go up in height up to 25,000 feet, where we see the winds becoming quite strong at that 25,000 foot level at 106 knots. We'll look here at our computer model simulation and get a good idea of what time we're going to start to see some of that precipitation throughout the area. So if you see here as we go through time, about 3 or 4 o'clock, starting to see a little bit of reflectivity showing up on the southern portion of the Delmarva Peninsula. Looks like temperatures are running a little bit warmer than what we had expected yesterday, so possibility that this precipitation starts as a short duration period of light rain or some sprinkles before transitioning to snow. So as we go through the evening hours, the best chance for seeing that transition to snow will likely be around 6 o'clock, and into the 7 o'clock hour we should be seeing that light snow. But as you can see from our latest model run, that precipitation shield has shifted a little farther south, so we are going to see northern portions of the Delmarva Peninsula getting very little in the way of precipitation and snowfall. The Salisbury area certainly looking at less than a half an inch, may only see just a little dusting up in that area. And then as you can see farther south, that's your best chance for precipitation. Looking at some light accumulations possible for the southern portion of the Delmarva Peninsula, but certainly not looking like a big snow event for us. And we'll get into snowfall accumulation forecasts here in just a minute, but we will see that light snow continuing through about midnight tonight before pushing off to the southeast. Southern portions of the Delmarva will see the snow linger a little longer than we will see up here at Wallops and points farther north. But it looks like around midnight to 1 a.m. we should see all of that precipitation beginning to move off the coast and not really being an issue after that point in time. So let's take a look here at our short-term forecast for the next 24 hours. You can see that precipitation really not starting until about 4 or 5 o'clock, and will likely start as a short period of some rain before transitioning to a period of light snow. Looking at the light snow continuing through midnight, but as you can see, these temperatures fairly warm throughout the day today. We'll get up to about 42 degrees and then slowly start to see those temperatures fall into the 30s later this evening. Looking at snowfall occurring with temperatures right at or above freezing throughout most of the event. So looking at possibility of some slick road conditions overnight tonight, especially into the morning hours after the snowfall has ended. We'll see the temperatures dropping into the mid to upper 20s, but we could see a little bit of drying of the roadways before we really see those cold temperatures set in early tomorrow morning, where we see those temperatures around 26 degrees for an overnight low temperature. We'll also see the winds begin to increase after midnight out of the north-northeast at around 12 to 17 knots with higher gusts, and we will see those winds continuing through the morning hours of Friday. So here's our snowfall map and what we're currently thinking as far as snowfall totals across the shore. Points farther south, we'll see The highest snowfall accumulations about 1 to 2 inches across Northampton County, only looking at about a half to 1 inch of snowfall from about Exmoor up to the Maryland line. So right here at Wallops could pick up about an inch, but models are indicating that looks like most of the heavier precip will be off to our south, and those temperatures a little bit warmer than what we had expected. So we're bumping those snow totals down from what we briefed yesterday morning. And then up in the Salisbury area, points north of the Maryland line, looking at less than a half an inch in those areas. So again, some of the highlights, again, temperatures will be near freezing when it's snowing, allowing for primarily wet conditions on the roadways, especially the highways, as the snow begins to fall later this evening. And then roads could become icy in the pre-dawn hours of Friday when the temperatures fall below freezing, as the period between midnight and the early morning hours, where those temperatures really fall into the upper 20s, could see a period of long enough duration where we could see some good drying on those roadways before it really has a chance to ice up tomorrow morning. So that certainly is good news as far as the conditions of the roadways looking a little better than what we had expected yesterday, but certainly something to keep your eye out on for Friday morning, as temperatures will be in the mid to upper 20s, so could see some patchy ice or a little bit of snow on the roadways early tomorrow morning. So looking at the extended forecast, about an 80% chance of that light snow occurring this evening. If it pushes a little farther south, could see mostly dry conditions here, but looks like that precipitation shield and snow shield will make its way up far enough to see some snow here at Wallops. Friday, looking at partly cloudy and breezy conditions, mostly sunny skies with a high of 38. Abundant sunshine all the way through the weekend, with temperatures warming to around 50 on Saturday, 53 on Sunday under partly cloudy skies, and then a warm week ahead as we go into next week, accompanied by some rain showers with the system that will be moving through Monday night into Tuesday. Looks like a pretty good bet for some rain on Tuesday, and then a slight chance lingering into Wednesday as we see some upper level energy moving in behind the exiting cold front. So looks like after the next 48 hours, temperatures warm up to above normal readings once again, and temperatures fairly warm for the first part of next week. But again, expecting that light snow later on tonight, so if you are out on the roadways, take extra precautions, and then tomorrow morning look out for some patchy icy conditions on the roadways as well. That'll wrap it up for today's weather briefing. We'll be back again tomorrow morning, weather permitting, at 8:15 and at 10 a.m. Have a nice day.